Louise! Louise! They're not supposed to know that the camera's
Yeah, no,
there.
it's BTS. You're fine. Talk to it.
Hello. Yeah, I haven't like documented this experience because I've been way too busy running around doing everything, and it's actually sad because I have like maybe 5 photos on my phone, but that's okay.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, to just film me, to remind me. Yeah. Do you know what's so shit hit the fan in like June, July, where I actually thought this wasn't going to happen because there was like problem after problem with the budget, with unions, with permits, with every possible problem came another problem. And I recorded, and I was listening to myself the day before we started shooting. I recorded a note to myself saying, you're gonna look back at this and you're gonna laugh because you've solved all of these problems. And this isn't about you anymore. This is about all of these people that have come together for this project, like Joanna and Alicia, who have been here from day one, who like didn't know they were ever gonna get paid, but who stuck with me. I remember Alicia said to me on her their chemistry read, she's like, so if you get money for this and it gets picked up, are you gonna like recast us with famous people? And I was like, no, you're it for me. Like, this is a journey that we're going on together. And like a couple of people have said to me, like, you know, you need names in your cast, otherwise it's like going anywhere. And I'm like, I don't want names. I want a family, and I have one. Like, this has been such a cool experience, and I think if you just hire people because of who they are, it's not the same experience, right? You know, and I'm not doing this to make money, although it would be wonderful. It's a story that I really wanted to tell, and I want to share with people, and I hope it helps people. And here comes one of my beautiful cast members now.
What is going on here?
I don't know, we're just talking.
I don't know. There have been some really like big. There've been really some really fun scenes with a lot of sort of roller coaster in them, like many pages long and sort of emotionally all over the place. Scene 39 was one of my favorites. Yeah, she comes over to try and win me back, and I confront her about the fact that she's in the closet and that she won't accept herself. And I get to confront her about the way that she, like, about not seeing me for who I am.
I'm Bray, the cinematographer.
Bray is the reason why everything looks so pretty, and how I was literally just saying, you're taking visions that I have in my head and putting them in front of me, and it's really weird. But it's also very cool.
Yeah, it's been super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we're very in sync creatively.
Yeah, the prep definitely, all the prep and conversations and having that time definitely made that possible.
Yeah.
To do that, which is super fun.
And how we had like sent each other the same color palettes, that was cool.
That made me happy.
Yeah. We both had the exact same ideas for color style of the film.
Which scene are you guys most proud of?
I'm totally in love with the first week. And not because it was all the sex scenes. And yes, I know.
So that's the part you love the most.
That's the part I love the most. Not because it was the sex scenes, but because Bray, he made it look so beautiful, and so did Joanna and Alicia. It was beautiful to watch, and I was terrified to shoot it because I had no idea what to expect or how to direct it, and I felt like it just kind of evolved naturally in such a beautiful way that I was like, this is like, it was a magical experience, and I didn't know what to expect, so it was great, and I'm really proud of it.
It was a scary scene to approach.
Yeah.
But it went off without a hitch as far as I was concerned.
Yeah.
It felt really easy. It felt really natural.
Yeah.
It felt really, smooth. Yeah.
And I feel like we prepped that a lot. Because that was obviously my biggest concern was, you know, how do we do that in a way where everyone feels safe and comfortable and it's tasteful, and we talked about it a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Just the amount of prep work, and just like with that scene, you knew exactly what you wanted coming into it, so it was so easy when there's kind of like, not so much like the word limitations, but like the world's already been built. Sometimes when you go into a scene and it's like so open, you can go so many different directions that you don't have time to like finesse the points to where that one, we knew exactly every single piece that we wanted going into it. The support group scenes.
Yeah.
I really actually liked all those support group scenes, especially the one that just ended up being a oneer, just in the corner of the room.
Yeah.
Like, I really, really love that shot.
And all the club stuff.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah, like it was this empty warehousey event space. There was nothing in it, and then like 3 hours later, it was a bumpin' nightclub, and it was so cool. What did we shoot yesterday? 60 something. It was a scene from the end of the film, which is actually a new scene that I wrote a few months ago, and it was necessary because it kind of ended the film in a really nice, like it put some closure in it, and I kind of threw in some personal bits and pieces, but watching it for the first time, like I don't think we'd even really rehearsed that scene, but just watching it, watching the way that Joanna gave her monologue and watching Alicia's reaction of just tears, and they make fun of me after because I write, and then she cries, but like just the tears welling up in her eyes, after, like just, you know, feeling these words, kind of, it like broke me in two a little bit, and I just had to sit there and look at this empty monitor for a moment, and my AD is like, are we going again? What's happening? And I'm like, I'm having a feeling. I'm not quite sure what it is, but we're gonna need a minute. And then I came into the makeup room and approached the actors, and I was like, somebody please give me a hug. I'm not sure why. And then Joanna gave me a big hug. And we all had a good little cuddle. And I want the audience to feel that. I want people to watch this movie to feel that like intimate connection with these characters. My favorite scene for you is the first one we shot.
I was thinking that.
Yeah, in the
Beach,
house.
let's
Beach,
go.
let's go.
Yeah.
You just like give no fucks, bust into Alex's place. Let's go. It's great because it's like the first time. It's like no, it's not the first time we meet you.
It's
Is
not the
it?
first time, no, but it was the first,
first
time
scene we shot.
And so, like, I went home that night being like,
Oh my god, I think I was way too big.
No.
That is not what the whole movie can be like. Like, oh my god, how am I gonna come back from that? But actually now doing all the rest of the scenes, like, You're Coming Out is probably my other favorite that we've shot so far.
Yeah.
Just because, like, what you said about, like, the roller coaster of, like, it starts out with me. We went to shoot it and I was like, oh fuck, I'm still mad. Like, I'm not just tired, but I'm like, I've had a night.
Yeah.
And so, like, all of a sudden, Denise was like, action. And I was like, I'm wearing shoes and I'm not upset. So I'm like, supposed to be getting out of bed in the middle of the night. But it was that realization of it being like, I'm mad at you, but I love you. And I boss you around, but at the end of the day, like, I am your safest place.
Yeah. So one of the first criticisms I got when I got feedback on this script was that Julia was too one-dimensional and she was a parrot and she was following Alex being like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? So we tried to flesh her out of it. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that more. And so I still kind of felt like she wasn't totally finished, but I needed to have faith in whomever played her. And here you are, giving me something I didn't even know that I needed. And watching you is just hilarious. I'm like sitting behind the monitor going, and everyone who can't hear what you're saying is like, what's happening? Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I think my other favorite is Cameron spitting blood on my face as he was yelling at you.
oh yeah.
And just like
What?
SpongeBobbing that shit.
I
Being
totally
like,
didn't even see that.
Yeah, he got blood everywhere.
He was very angry. This is Matt, our second AD. He's amazing. Let's go do some acting. Well, not me. I'm gonna act like I know what I'm doing. Ha!
Yeah, well, once everyone's there,
Yeah,
it's easier
let's
to
have a
get a
little-
gauge for hunger.
Cool. Are you coming?
Day 12 of 13.
Day 12 or 13. We are in the Febru Cafe in Richmond. It's a wonderful place, and the owner's amazing. And he made us lots of coffee this morning.
Oh, check my extensions first.
It's a big day for Alicia. She's got a lot happening today.
What's happening today?
Tell
Alicia?
them what's happening today. You got a big day.
Got some more clothes to wear.
Yeah, she's in actual clothes today.
Yeah, gonna brush my teeth so I don't stank out my co-star, and That's what I'm doing.
You've done so many tasks that are not the director's.
Correct. Yes. I'm quite tired.
What's been the hardest thing other than outside of the directing?
Oh God, everything. So I've been in charge of wardrobe and props and locations and food, money, anything else really that isn't technical, because then the movie would be over if I was in charge of technical stuff. Yeah. But everything else that I could do myself, I did in order to save money so that I could pay the crew. Was pretty much the decisions I made for that reason. That's why you love me? Because my budget dwindled because of COVID and a number of other things, and I wasn't going to do this if I couldn't pay people, because it's a lot. I'm asking a lot of them. Especially my amazing actors who've been here from day one. They deserve much more than what I can give them, but I wasn't going to ask them to work for free.
I feel like Erin's inner experience is always so much more complicated than everybody else has this clear driving motivation, so they can focus on this is my one thing, whereas Erin, it can just be everything is going on in her mind at once, and trying to have that experience and show it can be really complicated.
Well, it's super layered.
It's super layered, and I don't just want it to read as just one-dimensional, and then it's just complicated. That's all.
I think Erin is more subtext than actual text, so that's why your face is more important than what you're saying, because that's what we're actually hearing, and that's what you're fucking golden at. That's a good thing.
Okay.
Trust me.
Why? I'll go work.
Stop socializing. God.
You're on a tight ship, Lou.
I know. No, I'm the one that makes them socialize. It's my fault.
I hate socializing.
I know. Stop talking to people. I'm 6 feet away. Hi. This mask is awful, and yeah, you're right. It totally does spell it out, but I think that's kind of the point. They're over dramatizing the fact that they're doing the exact same things. They're both sad.
Okay, so then can I change it to you want to hear something funny? Mm-hmm. I have now walked into 2 separate restaurants, or 2 separate
Food establishments.
Yeah.
2 separate places of work.
So funny story. I have now walked in, or I've now caught, what is it? I've now found both separately in your places of work. Separately in your places of work, getting wasted alone over each other. I have now found both of you in your places of work, getting drunk alone over each other.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Action.
Funny story. I've now found both of you separately in your respective places of work, getting drunk alone over each other. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay.
Louise was very open about the fact that the story was based on her life. But it went through a lot of rewrites and a lot of drafts, so the character on the page really isn't her anymore. But it also, of course, every time you give your script to an actor, it becomes a collaboration. So it has changed since I've picked it up, and it's partly me now.
I think probably first and foremost, it's a coming out movie, which I know people are probably fed up of, but I don't fucking care, because as a gay person, you come out every single day to every single person you meet. Everyone's like, are you kidding? Look at you, you're so gay. I am. I look very gay, but I've had so many people ask me what my husband does. And it just, every time I get that question, a little piece of me is like, if I tell them it's wife, are they gonna call me a name? Are they gonna say something shitty? Are they gonna punch me in the face? And I am still struggling with accepting myself for who I am, even though I'm literally making a movie about my life-ish. Not anymore. Bits and pieces of my life. And sometimes I feel like a huge hypocrite, but I think that, yes, you need to figure out who you are, but it's not like one day you figure yourself out and then everything's all happy and wonderful. It's important to keep figuring yourself out and keep reminding yourself who you are.
Oh my goodness. Let's wrap on all of you.
Left to say. I'm gonna save it for the rap party, I think. But no, fuck it. I got nothing, you guys. This has been amazing. This has been amazing. As stressful as this is, I have been waking up every morning at like 4 a.m. being like, okay, there's so many things I have to do, and I get to go make a movie today. Like, I get to go and play and see these wonderful, beautiful people say these words that I've written.
What is the best part?
Working with the actors, being creative. That's my favorite part. That's what I want to be doing.
What's been the best moment?
It's all been the best moment. There's no one best moment. I'm making a movie. Like, I'm making my movie with the wonderful people who are working super hard, so it is all one big best moment.